Alright guys, we're back to level 70 trial. Shinryu. This fight is fucking amazing. I love it to bits. It's simple enough, but it's gonna catch you out. The first time you do this fight, it's gonna catch you out. I'm gonna go in here and pull this. This is a fight I recommend you don't watch a guide on. So if you haven't done this fight yet, just stop watching the video and just scare it on. Because it just plays so well. Mechanics are fun. It's something you should learn. It's just a learning experience all around. We only lost one member to that. That's actually pretty good. So the next mechanic is going to be Act Morn, so I'm just going to use Vengeance on it. Yeah, so that's fine. Stack up with these boys. Oh, I'm a scrub. I'm a fucking scrub. Yep. Should delete my account now. Right, so Act Morn comes up. This is a turn 13 Act Morn. We want to split this between tanks. It's not like Nidhogg. When you're playing in Duty Finder, always expect that the odd tanks, not going to stack with you and pop the appropriate cooldown. Because if you don't pop enough of that move and the other tank is nowhere to be seen, you're fucking dead. That's just the end of that. You are rubbed out. So I'm going to need to put Storm's Eye back up. But I also want to have a Rant. Is he going to stick that over there? Down the middle is going to be safe. Oh, get wrecked, nerds. About lazy players in this game. Now, like I said before, being new to a fight is perfectly fine. Some people aren't as comfortable with fights, dungeons, whatever. So I had to refresh my game there. And that's fine, because, you can't be expected to know everything about a fucking fight the first time you go in. And use reprisal on that. But you can't go into content, old content, stuff you've already done before. And we're talking dungeons here. You just can't be going into old dungeons that you've done dozens of times and expect to coast your way through things. Like, that's just not how it's gonna fucking go. If you are a tank, give me that back. Where are you going with that, son? If you are a fucking tank and you're tanking shit, and a DPS says, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this mob, because they need to keep their stacks. That's fine. With me as a tank, personally, that is fine. That is not an insult to your tanking skills. That is simply, they want to keep their damage up, because if they lose their buffs, it's going to cost them almost 30 seconds to get them buffs back. And if a DPS loses buffs, that's just going to mean all the ads are going to take longer to kill. And I don't think you need to, much description in what that implies. If shit takes longer to kill, you need to waste more TP, more MP, more resources, more cooldowns, just to fucking stay alive, because the fight has dragged on longer than it should have. So no, as a tank myself, I'm pulling shit. I usually try and pull large, but obviously that's based on gear, if the healer's up to it, DPS, if we have the right DPS. But generally speaking, I'll try and pull large. But if you're a tank and you have like black mages, summoners, scholars, and you're gonna pull shit one by one, like, what are you doing with your fucking life? The content's not hard, it's just brain dead for everyone. They've just spent half an hour in a queue just for you to waste like another half an hour in a fucking dungeon that should be over in 10 minutes. You just essentially just taking an hour out of their life for nothing, just for you to coast through because it's safer. It's not safer. It's fucking brain dead, especially with tanking. Like, because the thing that annoys me about tanking is, right, I don't care what anybody says about tanking in this game, but tanking is the easiest role. And there's no disputing that. Tanking is straight up the easiest role in this game. All you do is your basic rotation, which isn't actually that difficult, and pop cooldowns. So if anybody tells you that tanking's hard in this game, it's not. So if people try and say, oh, it's awkward to get aggro off players if they pull extra mobs, it's not awkward. Not awkward at all. That's a rubbish excuse. Again, I'm going back to the dungeon. If I'm in a dungeon and I pull a group of mobs and we're coming to the end of the kill and the DPS slides up and they grab a different set of mobs, or if they want to put extra mobs in because it's going to increase their DPS, that is fucking fine. When he comes down with them mobs, one Tomahawk, one Overpower, one Flash, one Unleash, you're going to get the mobs back straight away. So their excuse of, oh, it's awkward running around chasing them around, but that's only if you're playing with like a fucking bard who's trying to make a flatlay around the arena, in which case there's nothing you can do about that. That's entirely up to him. But how often are you going to run into that occasion? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen that often. Like, I've been tanking this game for 4 years now, and that has rarely occurred. So you can't use, oh, it's ignorant of the DPS as an excuse. You can't use it's safer as an excuse. Just do your fucking job. Get out there. Get the finger out. Get the job done. And most importantly, if you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, like, I've had players, right, who've done no real content in this game. They've done nothing. Try and talk to me as if they know what the fuck they're talking about. It's like, you don't do content. If you do shit when it's relevant, you will understand why we have DPS checks. Why pushing DPS is such a big thing. Because if you don't meet the fucking usual, 9-minute requirements of most fights, you're fucking dead. So this take it easy doesn't apply. You need to be pushing out damage. You need to be pushing yourself to get the shit done. I think we're due an act more now. We are indeed. There we go. So, is he going to meet me here? Or am I going to have to... Oh, I don't really want to clip the group. He is trying. At least the tanks, he's trying to make it here. So once he does that, we'll sprint to the corner. Which corner's safe? It is this one. This team's actually pretty good, by the way. We've already had a few deaths. That's fine. But yeah, you need to push yourself as a DPS. Don't go into a fight and just coast through it and learn nothing. Everything. You can learn loads of shit in this game. Loads of stuff you wouldn't even think of. Mobs that can reset. You know. How many mobs you can get away with pulling before you actually do get rubbed out. What gear levels are like. How fucking different jobs and their limit breaks. Don't forget limit break. Limit breaks are not a big thing. A lot of people seem to want to save that shit for the end of the fight, but half the times you don't get the full effectiveness out of it. Whereas if you just pull a big group of mobs, limit break them down, that'll put most of the mobs down to about 40% HP. That is an entire fucking section of a dungeon rubbed out, and you've not had to work anything towards it. So this game has lots to offer you, lots to learn. Just pay attention. Oh, not a bad fucking tail placement. Oh my god. We're not gonna kill that. We're not gonna kill that. We're just gonna ignore that. That's fine. I think we're doing that Akmorn pretty soon as well. Yes, there's always stuff to learn. Oh my god, actually, I don't have much for this shit. Am I gonna have the home gang? No, I should be fine. Earth Breath is over there. I'll be safe in the corner here. But yeah, learn your shit before you talk wet in this game. That's just simply how it's gonna go down. If you don't do like endgame content, don't be teaching other players of what you think endgame content entails, because it's just gonna set people up the wrong way. And good lad, Flint, where you going? You left me for dead. Never mind, nice, we got it, we're good. He's gonna dash again, so we pop sprint in the middle of the room, and it's back down this way. Gonna lose a few heads here, I'd say. Oh, that's nasty. Like, I'm only after coming out of a mental roulette there. Like, literally, just before I've come in here. 6 people that were new, and we cleared it pretty much straight away. All because I took the time, I explained how shit rumbles, and they were loving it. They were fucking loving it. Taking time to learn things in this game, oh, it just makes fights so much easier. Makes content so much easier. And it can all be achieved by just not being fucking lazy and getting the finger out and paying attention to what the fuck's going on around you. You want to be bad at the game, you be bad at the game. Just expect to be kicked out of fucking every party going. Because teams don't want you. Teams don't want shit people. Because there's nothing worse than having to fucking carry people. Because you carry people through content. Oh, need to spread out here a wee bit. That's gonna suck. He got away again. If you carry people through content, they're gonna just level up, assuming that they've done alright. And bring their shit fuckingness straight into newer content, and it's just gonna frustrate another set of players. That's fine, that one. Double earth breath. Oh, I wouldn't have brought that over there. That's left them in a bad spot. That sludge is nasty. You don't want to get hit with that shit. And hellfire. I'm gonna go into the front one. Because the lights will keep the damage up. Yeah, I know this is just me rambling on, but it actually triggers me fierce when people just don't listen and they don't seem to grasp. It's such a basic concept. Oh yeah, it's back over here again. It's fine. Key thing of any encounter is take something away from it. Learn something. It's why I love parsing as well, because there's times when, you know, you just want, even if it's like your own record that you're trying to beat, you just want to see how far you can go. It gives you something to push towards. Don't coast through games, that's just shit. It's legit just shit. Oh, spread out. Oh my god, Skipper! What are you doing, bro? No one's expecting you to be the best player in the world. They're just expecting you to pull your fucking weight. And it's fun. So yeah, I was good at a rant there, just me talking shit for like 10 minutes while I beat the fuck out of that boss. Didn't even explain how that boss mechanics, but fuck it, that's just the way it goes.